Right.
All right.
Steve.
Hey, Luke.
We made it.
All right. We did it.
We're here. We're ready to rumble.
Let's do it. Michael, I can't see myself. Hey, welcome, everybody. I'm Stephen Kalayjian, and thank you for joining me here tonight. Again, sponsored by MyFundedFutures. This is a great session. I've been doing this now with my community of traders for the last few weeks, actually a little over a month and a half, but I definitely noticed this many years ago. After work, I would sit at home with my son and trade the Tokyo Asian markets. And, especially Sunday nights, 8 o'clock when the market's just open, it could be quite slow, but normally you get anywhere between 4 to 8 great trades. We focus really on the index.
Wait, Steve. So I just want to make sure I got this right. So in the evenings, your son was basically coaching you on how to trade Tokyo?
He's coaching me.
Is that right?
No, he was learning how to trade. So because he was going to school and he had practice and everything like that, I then would say to him, come on, open up your account. Let's go. Let's start trading the Tokyo session together. This was when my son was probably about 18, 19, when I was living up in New York. And I saw some really good patterns, some really great patterns. And then at night, the last couple months, a lot of people asked me to teach them, and I would teach them during the Tokyo session. And, they had prop accounts and a lot of them with MyFundedFutures and different other, at the time they were just, whoever they had. And they were making anywhere from 300, 500. One guy made 1,200 one night and another 2,800. And I saw the significant power of trading the Asian markets, especially people who live in California, people who have full-time jobs. And the other great thing about the Asian markets is that there's no margin when you're trading a prop account. A lot of people who trade with a member firm account, they have to pay $18,000 to $25,000 per contract on the S&Ps. Whether it's whatever member firm that they have, and they're all coming to me and saying the margins are too high to trade the European markets. And I said, well, if you're trading a prop account, and I told Luke, I said, there's no margin in trading prop. A lot of these people in my community have anywhere from 3, 5, 10 accounts. And, if you can make $500 in the Asian market here, and you have 3 accounts, it's $1,500. Obviously, if you have 5 accounts, it's $2,500. Just give a little background about myself for those of you who don't know me. I'm on my 43rd year of trading. I traded nearly 2 billion shares in my life. I can't even tell you the amount of futures contracts I've traded in my impeccable track record. Work with probably the biggest hedge fund manager in the world. Was glued to him for many, many, many years and known him for over 40. Worked with some of the other big hedge funds along the way. I spent nearly 10 years of my life building the technology that you're seeing here on the telestrator. All my strategies are based upon divergences. For intraday trading, I use 3 main time frames for my methodology. My time frames are using the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frames, which give me the conditions in the market. So you have 3 big time frames, the 15, the 30, and the 60. And I use the smaller time frames like the 3, 5, and sometimes the 15 or the 30-minute time frame for longs or shorts in the market. We had a phenomenal day today. Again, all the strategies are based upon my indicator 4, which gives me 5 conditions in the market. So 3 time frames, 15, 30, and hourly, basically are the big time frames I look at. And then again, I use the time frames for entries and exits.
Steve, let me cut in for a minute. I got a couple of questions for the folks out there. One, if you've traded for more than 43 years, will you please put a 1 in the chat? If you've been trading for less than 43 years, will you put a 2 in the chat? Simple as that. If you've been trading for more than 43 years, I want to see a 1. Less than 43 years, I want to see a 2. And the other question, going back to what Steve was talking about a minute ago, is that this session can be really powerful for people across the world, especially people on Pacific time, also people with schedules like Steve had when he was raising his son on the East Coast. I'd love to just get a sense of where everyone is at. So if you could drop where in the world you're joining us from, we would love to get that. Mm-hmm. Last but not least, I see a couple questions coming in. How long are we going to be streaming for? We're going for 2 hours.
2 hours.
This is week 1. This is session 1.
Yep.
You are a founding member. So if you are watching, you are a founding member of this stream. We're going to be going for 2 hours, Monday to Thursday. Friday night, Steve and I have got bigger plans. You know, we got
exactly
on, okay. But Monday to Thursday. If you are new to this channel, hit the like button on the stream, hit the subscribe button on the channel. And again, we're going for the next 2 hours. Steve said there's usually 4 to 8 solid trades that arise during this couple-hour window. That's exactly why we're doing this. Is, you know, Steve was talking about in a prop account, you don't need margin. There are a lot of benefits of trading a prop account, and that's why we're here. So I am not the expert trader. I am merely the voice of the chat. So if you have questions for Steve, drop them in the chat. It is my job to make sure he sees them, to read them out loud. And otherwise, Steve's going to get cooking.
Yeah. So basically, like I was saying, is that all my strategies are based upon divergences. And I spent nearly 10 years of my life building this. And some of the, I stream in over 100 countries around the world. I have a live stream every day that goes from 9 to 4 at sktrading.live. And for me, the greatest joy at doing this is in this stage of my life, I'm 62, I'm nearing 63 years of age, is that I love what I do. And I love helping people. And I want to see people achieve their goals and to be successful. A lot of people in my member community, we're constantly talking, we're trading live capital here. We're able to identify the trades. People hear me put the orders in, they recognize the patterns. It's all about being consistent. Like I said, I have 3 time frames. I look at the 15 to 30 and the hourly. I have 5 conditions, a buy reversal, a sell reversal, a correlation, a disconnect, and a trend. Okay. And all these conditions are predicated on using my indicator 4, which is right down here. Okay. Right down here. My indicator 4 gives me the ability to identify the trend and the pattern. So today, for example, when the 30-minute time frame revert, can they see that, Michael? Can they see this here? Because I don't know. I can't see.
Should we get your screen share up there, Steve?
It should be up. I can't see.
All right, Denny, send me off into the abyss. In chat, I'll be reading your questions, and go ahead and throw up Steve's screen, Denny.
Thanks. Okay, I need to. All right, there goes gold right back up to the positive divergence. All right. I'm right here, guys. All right. Denny, can they see my screen? Look at this gold just rallied $3. S&Ps just ran 2.
Yep, we got your screen now, Steve.
Okay. So basically today, for example, this is a standard MACD right here, and this is my pivot line. And I'm just teaching people the divergences here. Short some gold at 77.80. I looked to short some gold here, 77.80 to like 79.80 range. And you got sell divergences here. So basically, the algorithm here, indicator 4 reverses the buy. It correlates with the 60 and the 15-minute time frame. We called shorts here because, number one, when you had the push up here, the MACDs on the 15-minute time frame were non-confirming on the S&P futures. And then you can see even here, the 30-minute time frame, if you draw your horizontal line here, you can see that the MACDs were non-confirming the high. So we took shorts at 16 on the S&P, and they dropped not roughly down. Well, we caught shorts all the way down to even. So that's about, 12 to 14 points on the S&P. And then when I got the oversold condition using my indicator 3, we were calling for longs like 91, 92, 93. And basically we were able to take both sides of the market. When you look at what I built here, You have, like I said, 3 time frames, a 15, a 30, and a 60-minute time frame, 5 conditions, a trend, a buy reversal, sell reversal, correlation, and disconnect. And then of the 5 conditions, you have 10 strategies. 10 strategies because each strategy has a buy and a sell divergence. So again, like I said, all my strategies are based upon divergences using the bigger time frames. And this is what we look to do every single day. Our goal minimum on the S&Ps and our goal is to make 10 points. We do a lot more than that, but that's what our minimum is to achieve. And again, if you can make $500 a day on 5 accounts, that's $2,500 at 22 days in a week, 22 days in a month. Sorry about that. That is $55,000, and that's a pretty good payout if you're able to achieve that. Doing 10 handles a day, and even on days like today when it wasn't choppy, it was an insane volatility. It was the patterns were amazing, beautiful. This is what my community of traders from all around the world. My phone literally blows up with people's results at the end of the day or during the day. And for me, this gives me the greatest joy. When I approached MyFundedFutures, and I've known Luca many years, I said, let's be the first prop firm to ever trade a night Tokyo opening session. Now, I've done it before with my community, but I wanted MyFundedFutures to be the first one. And I think this will resonate into a lot of you to be able to identify these trades, these patterns. Just like, for example, right now, if I'm looking at the S&P futures, unfortunately, the pattern set up right when we were coming on. You had the 15-minute time frame right here getting oversold. Buy divergence, S&Ps got down to the 08.5, 09s. I give ranges to buy. So maybe I would have called the range maybe 05, 09. And normally what I like to do is scale into the position and then scale out on the way up. All right. So basically, I don't like to do what's called single lot entries to say, okay, I'm looking to buy, 09s or 07s in the range. I like to scale in. What I like to do is what's called pyramiding. So if I call a range 05 to 09, look to buy in, maybe I'm just giving an example. You buy 1 at 09, you buy 2 or 3 at 07.5, and then you buy maybe 3, 4, or 5 contracts at 05. Sometimes they don't get all the way down to the range, but sometimes they do. And then you look to scale out and you lower, yes, obviously more contracts, more risk, but you're scaling into a position versus scaling and just doing single lot entries. And to me, like I said, I've been doing this quite a long time. Okay. And for me, the greatest joy in trading the markets is constantly hitting singles and doubles, just constantly trading the market in a way that you're able to be consistent each and every day. So in the Asian session, normally the first 20 to 35 minutes is rather slow. And then around 8:30, 8:40, it really picks up till 10 o'clock. It's supposed to be at 9 o'clock when the Chinese market opens. Gold will go crazy for the first 20, 30 minutes of the session. All right. All right. Again, basically, this was the move we had today. We were able to identify this. The algorithm reverses to buy. You can see here on the right here on the 15-minute time frame, and this was a really nice long here. Even if you caught let's say in the Asian market right now, you catch anywhere from 4 to 8 points on the S&P. Gold, normally goes crazy. Did I short the gold? No, you didn't. All right, it just dropped. All right, cancel the gold short. And again, MyFundedFutures, like I said, I've known Luke for a very long period of time when he was at Benzinga. And when, the remarkable things he did at Benzinga, but more so here, taking MyFundedFutures to the next level here. When I presented this idea about why don't we do 8 business nights of the Tokyo session live, short gold at 8.5. Okay. And then why don't we, again, when we're trading the markets, there's 4 things that need to be emphasized here. One is it a pattern or a scalp trade? Okay. 2, how many contracts do you want to trade? 3, are they E-minis or are they micros? Okay. 4, Is a pattern going to make a new low or a higher low? Or is a pattern going to make a new high or a lower high? That's how you look at the market. Short more at 9.5 if it gets up there. Okay. Cover at 78. Okay. All right. So what we end up doing here, okay, what we end up doing is looking at the markets in such a way that you're able to be consistent each and every day. And that's exactly the focal point here. To be able to be consistent, to be able to trade the markets, whether it's gold, S&P, index futures. A lot of people struggle with the NASDAQ futures. I'm not going to deny it. And those have shifted that I've talked to. I shift them. Obviously, I look to help them with the S&P futures. Okay. More cleaner. Got it. By 79 here. Yeah. Sure. A couple more at 80.5 if it gets up there. Okay, cover 79 and then cover 78.60 gets down there. All right, S&P's dropping here. Okay, right now 15s and 30s rolling over here. Again, one of the most important things is about when you're trading the markets, you want to be able to really got it. Okay, cover 78.60. Is to be able to recognize the patterns in the market, to be able to understand the divergence patterns, to be able to recognize the trades in the way you could benefit from. And basically, how many hours? 2 hours in the Asian markets. 2 hours, okay? And we're going every night this week except Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 to 10. Again, during the live stream and during my sessions, I go from 8 to 4, nonstop. Okay, nonstop. All right. Wow. Short the gold, cover the gold. Lower the stop. Okay, if you're short gold, look to cover below 78.5 here. All right. Now, gold normally gets anywhere from 4 to 12 great trades, depending on the volatility here. Gold just dropped here a little bit. Okay. Yep. I was told by my clearing firm I had a 97.4% hit ratio back in the day when I was really active trading equities at that point. I canceled the gold at 80.5. Basically, it's all about hitting singles and doubles. All right. And if you're going to do a pattern, okay, so I'll give you an example of a great pattern here today. And I'm just going to show you a stock. I'm going to show you Tesla here.
And Steve, hold on. Can I just hop in for a second?
Sure.
Before we move off of gold. All right. So the chart that we had up on the screen that we were looking at when we were looking at your screen, that was gold, correct?
I think that had the spiders up. This one?
Okay. Yep, that one. Okay, yeah, that was the spiders.
Yeah.
But you're putting out orders or trades on gold, correct?
Yeah, I was just looking at a pattern on gold for a quick scalp short.
Okay, so you're looking at it from the short side. Is that still interesting?
Yeah, the reason why I'm looking at gold for shorts is because here, if you look here, you can see that the 30-minute MACD is negative, blue over yellow. In the Asian session right now, you're pushing up to new highs. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, so basically you have non-confirmations here. If you draw your horizontal line, you're making new highs. The MACDs are non-confirming right here. If you're looking here, these are monster shorts here, right here. So you're pushing up here to new highs, and you're getting overbought into these negative MACDs on indicator 3. So any rally up here, on gold, I'm looking to short. These MACDs are not confirming the high. So if you draw your horizontal line across, the new highs here and here are non-confirming. So this is a sell divergence here. Okay, short more gold at 80.5.
All right, so shorting more 80.5. And do you have a target, or you've got to wait to see?
I'm just trading it in and out. I mean, short more 81.5 gets up there. Okay.
You want to scale or no?
No, just go. Yeah, just do one. Now, listen, if you could make, a couple $100 trading gold, cover some at 80, just scalp it. Okay, just going in and out. Okay. And basically what we want to do is we want to see how these 15-minute time frames are going to react here right now. So if the 15-minute time frame reverses to buy, okay, you buy them?
No, you didn't.
Oh, if the 15-minute time frame is reversed to buy here, taking out this 82, 83 level, then I'll be looking for longs on pullbacks here. Okay. So again, everything we do here, whether it's trading a stock, whether it's trading an index future, whether it's trading a commodity, really is having the understanding, okay, that you're here, we're just looking to achieve the goal of making X amount of dollars per day and able to identify these trades in the right fashion. That's it, plain and simple. So today, for example, I'll just show you a stock called Tesla. This is why my methodology works. Okay, so Tesla today, I got to sell on the 15-minute time frame right here, okay, on Tesla. And what you can see here early in the day is when we pushed up early in the morning, we made new highs here. The MACDs couldn't confirm. I was calling nothing but shorts here in Tesla. Nothing but shorts. And Tesla, you can see within 15 minutes dropped $8. $8 here. When Tesla reversed to sell on the 15-minute time frame, we had nothing but shorts on Tesla on the 15. And you can see every... What? You're flat? I cover the gold here below 80. Oh my God, what a drop. I just missed the 81.5. See that? The high was 81.40. Okay, so here, Luke, for example, let's say they sold gold at 80.5, 81s, 80s, whatever, and it just dropped like $1.50 off the high. So basically, in the night session, I would say that it leans more towards gold, Luke, especially, all right? Especially when some Chinese market opens. S&Ps and NASDAQ futures, you'll get your moves, but not like gold. And this is where I'm trying to educate people that in the gold, especially in gold, there's plenty of opportunity where you can make significant amount of money in the prop world. Even if you made $200, $300, $400, $500, it's still moving the needle towards your evaluation, or even to the point where you're able to have multiple accounts and then be able to look at this gold. See again, so every new high, look at, I missed the gold by 20 cents on the second lot up there. Look at this thing drop, Luke. See that? See these are sell divergences. You're making new highs in non-confirmation. So, oh my God, Jesus, look at this freaking thing drop, $4. All right. Oh, wow. All right. So again, I love the gold markets during the Asian markets. Okay. And again,
and Steve, this was like your first trade you called out on MFTV. This is like a big deal.
Yeah, well, this is actually the second one. But all right, so first or second. I'll take it as the first. Okay?
All right, take it as the first. One for one, two for two, whatever it is. But
yeah.
I want to ask the chat, if you just traded gold with Steve, can we get a 1 in the chat? As simple as that. Steve, I think you're quick. You teach, you trade all at the same time. I think people are getting used to you and they're ready to heat up. Oh, they already made it. A lot of folks said they just took a trade on gold.
Okay, but again, this is great because a lot of people don't know my style. Again, that was a little scalp. Again, it really could have been deemed a pattern, but I tell you that in that position there, and again, I got to go over some things here. You see these yellow dots? These yellow dots I put in the algorithm, which are the price action. Okay,
right.
And the price
Danny,
action.
Get rid of me and put Steve's chart.
Oh, sorry. Okay, and so basically, what we do here any given day, we'll do probably north of 100 trades. North of 100 trades. Today we probably did, I would say, I probably would say we did probably about 25 to 28 S&Ps, stocks, ETFs around the board here, probably north of 90, 95. But again, if you could make my philosophy is to try to break it down and make it as simple as possible for everybody, right? In I'm going on my 43 years, what you want to be able to do, okay, is to really just take a step back, look at the pattern, try to be able to trade the pattern in a way that you're able to just be as consistent as possible. Know that you're going to try to make 10 points a day in gold, 10 points a day on the S&P. I don't trade the NASDAQ, not that I've never done. I'm just an S&P guy. That's it. I know people who trade the S&P and the NASDAQ and they love it. I know people who don't like the NASDAQ and they switch from NASDAQ to S&P. To each his own. That's what I say, right? Okay. So again, it really doesn't make a difference, okay, as long as you achieve your goals, pass your evaluations, and try to just be consistent every single day. Because my 5 key words is consistency, discipline, confidence, patience, and passion. All right. That's how I look at everything. All right. And, you know, when I come through that door every single day, my mindset is the following. Is there any 8:30 numbers coming out? Like Wednesday and Thursday, we have PPI and CPI. Is there any 10 o'clock numbers that are coming out? Are there any news in any stocks that are going to affect the market any way, shape, or form? Earnings? Is it anything that's going to make the market go up and or down? All right. 3, look at the bigger time frames, the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frame. And for me, the most important thing then is once you have that and you encompass all that information to yourself, then you got to be loosey-goosey, no emotion. You trade what you see, period. That's it. We had some great shorts today on gold. One time, I think we called the gold short drop $4 to $6. The minute the gold, we covered the shorts in the gold, somebody said in my group, hey, what do we do now on gold? I said, can you just digest the win, you know, for a minute? You know, I mean, come on, you know, it's like you don't force a trade, you wait. And that's why one of my 5 keywords is passion, patience, because you want to be patient enough to strike like a cobra and wait patiently. I like scaling into a position. So if you're going to do 1, 2, 4, 8, I like to always double on the way up or the way down. So if I trade S&Ps, maybe I'll do 10, 20, 40, 80 lots, okay? Or you can go, you know, if you whatever size account you have, if you want to do, if you're trading MyFundedFutures and you have to do 10 S&Ps or 18 or 20, well, there's ways to do that. This is an art, not a science. Everybody, if you put 10 people in a room together and I gave a range to short gold or S&Ps or the inverse, you'll see all 10 people have different entries and exits. That's the way it's going to go, right? All right. And again, I agree. It's time to step it up, right? You really want to be able to broaden your horizon, take an index, right, future, like, you know, NASDAQ, S&P, the Dow, or the Russell, and then take a gold, like a commodity like a gold. And that to me is really, really something that if you can take the universe of just 2, I think you'll really learn. The one thing I will tell you, each and every one of you, and I taught this to one of the biggest traders in the world, is that when you trade during the U.S. session, it is imperative, listen to my words, it is imperative to trade the index futures or commodity futures using the underlying ETF. That's right, the GLDs for gold or the SPY or the QQQs for the NASDAQ futures. Why? Well, the math on the S&P futures is almost 23 hours in a day, 22 hours and 45 minutes. And the underlying ETF, I have what's called regular hours, okay? And regular hours means 9:30 to 4. I don't do pre and I don't do post-market data, okay? And that is exactly why I do not look at, because the data could be not flawed, but the data is there's no volume. So it's really justified coming 9:30 to 4. And I did years of research on this, and I taught this to one of the biggest S&P traders in the country, okay, if not the world. And he said to me, how did you figure this out? Those were exact words to me. So those of you who are at MyFundedFutures, I will tell you a little secret. If you're going to trade index futures or commodity futures, okay, oil, gold, silver, whatever it may be, index futures, the 4, like I mentioned, you need to look at the underlying ETF during the U.S. session. If you don't use the underlying ETF, I'm telling you, if you do, it'll open up your whole world, especially using my software. But if you don't, you're going to run into problems. One time, a big institution called me. Never forget this story. Said, Stevie, I got to short a boatload of S&Ps. I said, Marty, I wouldn't do that right now. He said, why? I said, because I got nothing but buys on the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frames. I think the market's going up. He said, well, I got to hedge my portfolio. I got to short a couple thousand S&Ps. He said, well, when will you sell them? I said, if the 60-minute reverses, that's like, 12 handles lower. He goes, Stevie, I got to wait 12 handles to sell them. I'm like, you want the math? The math isn't going to lie. This is a true story. I'm telling you, market opens, ding, ding, ding. What happens? S&P start rallying. Market ends up being up 500 at the end of the day. He calls me 10 to 4. He goes, now you could probably sell 2,000 to hedge your portfolio. But point is, he says, Steve, man, you saved me a lot of money. I said, it's the underlying ETFs that were telling me that the market was in buy mode. Okay. Now, when I say correlation has the meaning also where, for example, if I have buys in the underlying ETFs, right? I had a buy on the 15-minute time frame. I had a buy on the 60. In the example before, I showed you I had a buy on the 30-minute time frame. And when I got the buy in the 30-minute time frame, number one, I knew Friday's lows were nowhere near going to be touched. Two, I'm going to short the non-confirmation, and I'm going to buy the pullback on the deep oversold, which I got at 12:30 and 2:45 or 3 o'clock. So this is how the math works. I've been doing this, like I said, and it'd be nothing greater than to see all of you succeed and to be able to trade the markets efficiently, effectively, and consistently every single day. Okay. How are you supposed to read this chart on the screen? Well, it takes time to learn, and I teach it during my live stream and everything. But again, it's all predicated on I have indicators 1, 2, 3, 4. Indicators, I will tell you, lag. However, price leads, indicators lag. And so, but with my software and my technology, I'm able to understand that price leads and indicators lag. However, when the price gets to a point in my algorithms and everything align, I'm able to identify the pattern and know how to exactly trade it. That's
Steve,
exactly.
Hey, when we're looking at your screen, we see a number of things. We see the green colored candles at the top. That's whether it's ES, NQ, GC, whatever it is that you're looking at. What else are you looking at on your view?
Yeah, so basically, I'll just go over it right now. Can everybody see the 30-minute time frame here on the
gold? Danny, will you put that back up, please?
Yeah. Jacob, I'd be careful being short the S&Ps here. The 30s look like they may want to turn up for one more push up here, Jacob. Okay. Is it up? Okay, there it is. Okay. So basically, the way I look at the market is I have what's called a 10-bar weighted moving average. Now, this goes back to the inception of the asset. And why it's important is because my research has shown me that using a 10-bar weighted, going back to the inception, okay, gives me the ability to see where I get my ranges from, or the distance from the price to the moving average. And there's a lot of strategies I have using this 10-bar weighted moving average. Indicator 1, you can see here, is just a MACD 12.26.9. The terminology is very simple. If a MACD is blue over yellow, I say it's a negative MACD. If a MACD is yellow over blue, I say a positive MACD. Right here, you have the white line here. The white line right there is what's called my pivot line. And my pivot line gives me the ability to recognize where the MACD is. Is the MACD negative above the pivot or positive above the pivot? Or is the MACD positive from below the pivot crossing up? Or is the MACD negative below the pivot line here? So basically, I'm able to identify the strategies based upon where the MACD is using the software. Indicator 2, I combine directional movement and an ADX. An ADX, when an ADX is rising, as you can see here, that means the trend is in place up or down, and you better be buying pullbacks, especially when you have big buying pressure on indicator 2. So it's two strategies combined, two indicators combined in one format here. An ADX, when it's rising, that means a trend is in place. In this example, a trend is in place. It's very powerful. And if you see the buying pressure here, you can see 24.8 versus 9.88. So you have a plus 14, and I'll go over the numbers to the right in a second. Indicator 3 is my own proprietary overbought, oversold oscillator. I do look for oversold readings or overbought readings. Today, for example, when we're looking at the spiders today, I called a really great short here when it was off the 15. Right here, when we were getting overbought into the negative MACD, the S&P futures dropped roughly about, I don't know, 14, 15 points. You can see here, 48, 49, dropped about 12 points on the S&P. So indicator 3 is my overbought, oversold oscillator. Indicator 4 is my algorithm. When you have blue over orange, that means you're in buy mode on that particular time frame. And you can see the yellow dots represent the price action within the algorithm. The solid white line is a moving average. The numbers to the right, well, the numbers to the right are very important because my right eye never moves off the current bar. And if you see here, okay, this number here represents the price to the 10-bar moving average. This number represents we're 23 points on the S&P. We're $2.30 away from the algorithm reversing to sell. So if you take the last sale, 648.79, you take it down here to 646.45, well, the net difference is 23. Why is that important? It gives me the understanding of where the market is and how far the price is, where the algorithm is going to reverse to sell on that particular time frame. Every time frame is going to have completely different numbers. This number I don't really look at. It's just there telling me the net difference of the MACD. This number here I look at when you get big buying and selling pressure. But right now it's at a 0.362. Indicator 3 gives me the actual overbought, oversold reading. And right now you can see it's because the markets are closed. It's a 61. And this is the last sale. And this number here represents where the algorithm is going to reverse to buy or sell. It's always the orange number. So basically, learning my chart overlay is what I teach every single day. And, you know, this gets to the point where so many people understand the numbers already because everything I do is based upon visualization and repetition, period. Okay, there's no me going into a whole, like I don't have a new terminology on a Wednesday, a different look and feel of a methodology on a Tuesday. No. It doesn't work that way. All right, it doesn't work that way. What we do here, everything is consistent, right? I teach the same thing over and over, all about divergences. Morning, we love the opening. Most people say, I'm not going to trade the market till 10 o'clock. Huge mistake. The mistake being that you get so many great opportunities on divergences. Today, Amazon had a great, Avago was great on the opening if you're trading stocks. Tesla was magnificent. S&Ps pushed up a couple of times, dropped 5 or 8 points on the S&P off the divergences from the underlying ETFs. For those of you who are new in trading or have been trading at MyFundedFutures, those of you who know me know already that the importance of how to trade index futures, commodity futures, you must be using, based upon my research, my understanding. I'm not here to steer you wrong. If you have, it is imperative, and I taught this, like I said earlier, to some of the biggest traders in the world, to use the underlying ETFs when trading index futures. All right. I don't know if we have any questions here, Luke. Right now it's quiet. We're going to wait for the markets here another 18 minutes before.
Yeah. So Steve, tell us why it heats up at 9 o'clock Eastern.
It's the Chinese market opens. China market opens. This is pretty slow night here. Normally by 8:25, 8:30, we'd probably be on our third or fourth gold trade.
Okay.
S&Ps probably would have been on a second. Again, Mondays are normally slow. It does pick up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday seem to be really super active in the Asian markets. But this is a good lesson here, so everybody gets to understand, just the terminology, understand the methodology. And again, I'll go over this again tomorrow night to some degree. But the most important thing here is understanding that this market, this 2 hours could really enhance your trading. Okay. Whether you, again, my favorite is to trade the gold market during this hour, during these 2 hours. I've been here where news came out and the S&Ps ran 30 and dropped 20. So it also depends, or the index futures for that matter. NASDAQ up 100, then down 40. I mean, you know, I've done this with my group here for the last couple of months, and sometimes the index futures really kick it into fourth gear. You know, again, it's just a matter of being patient. Like I said, you'll probably get anywhere from 6 to 10 great trades during this 2 hours, whether it's, you know, combination of index futures and gold futures, but we just got to be patient. You can't force it here. You can't force it.
Steve, two other things for you.
Yep.
One, what do you think of making a deal with chat on our inaugural stream?
I couldn't hear the question. Sorry.
What do you think about making a deal with our chat during this inaugural stream?
Fine.
Should we do it? Should we do a giveaway?
Let's do a giveaway.
If we get to 500 viewers on day one, how about we cook up a giveaway for the community?
Let's do it.
All right.
I love giveaways.
Okay, who doesn't love giveaways? The chat, it's on you to share the stream, to like the stream, and then it's on Steve and I to deliver you a giveaway. It's as simple as that.
That's it.
Two, Steve, you mentioned trading gold indexes. Do you trade any of the cryptos during this session at all?
Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, my software works great on crypto. Absolutely. If you see here, I can definitely look at right now. I would be looking to where is this? I'd probably be looking for one push up. Probably takes a long here on Bitcoin, but overall I'll be looking for a short on the way up here. If you look here on Bitcoin, BTC, USD here, you can see on the 30-minute time frame, this was a monster short. This is a monster bear flag here. The 30-minute got overbought. I don't know if they can see my chart. Overbought into the negative MACD here. Bitcoin just dropped over, I don't know, close to 1,200 points. This is a monster short. I don't know if Denny, if you can show my chart on that. Okay. Yeah, I love giveaways, man. Let's do it. Let's get everybody trading this market at night. And I know it's slow, and don't get discouraged, but I will tell you, you can ask my community. Sometimes it rocks and rolls here to the point where I've seen people's P&Ls and my own P&L, and it is absolutely unbelievable the way the markets are. What do you have in mind for a giveaway?
I'm thinking we give away some free accounts, not half off accounts, not 75% off accounts, but 100% off free accounts. How about that?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's
do it. I love it. I want to see everybody participate in this, because I'll tell you right now, you know, I've been doing this, like I said, 43 years. I'm on my 43rd year, and I just want to see all of you really just do well here. MyFundedFutures. Look, you know, when you have a reputation, an impeccable reputation that Luke has here, and bringing this to MyFundedFutures, the care, the workmanship, and the complete professionalism that he brings here to really enable all of you to have this opportunity. You know, a lot of people come to me and say, you know, I don't have enough money to trade. Can you help me? And I'm like, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. This is a way you can start by doing this. Start with one account, and then you can go do multiple accounts. And I'll tell you, you know, there's the story. I really wish I could show my phone just how many people did what they did today. One person, I believe, bought 8 accounts and already made $1,000 on each of the 8 accounts today. Great. And you know, and then he's got a couple more $1,000 before he passes, you know. And then think of this though. This is a man that's got 5 children and said, Steve, spent a couple of days with me and said, Steve, you turned me completely around.
And then he asked you to take 3 of the kids.
Yeah, and I said, I'm not going to mention any names. I said, well, it's really, you did it. You did it. You did it. See, I knew Bitcoin was going to rally just now. It just rallied like 300. All right, I'm going to look to short this gold if it gets up one more push up here. Now, you got to be really careful here, because if this algorithm takes out this 83 level, gold next pullback will be a long, and then gold's going higher here. So we got to be careful here. Again, I have a site, sktrading.live. I stream around the world. And, I really love the fact that Luke and the people from MyFundedFutures, when I pitched this idea about doing this session, yes, it's slow. I get it right now, but it will pick up. Trust me, in the next 12 minutes, it should pick up here. But again, it's really important to understand that if you could take, even if you made $100 tonight, or 300 to 500. Like I said, some nights people are making north of 1,000, 1,500, 2,500. I believe last time I saw people making anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500. It was just insane. Okay. Brandon, bull flags, Brandon, and bear flags. Well, I don't just look at, it's the pattern I look at overall, Brandon. You know that. I know Brandon a long time. All right, so we're just going to wait patiently here to see if we get some type of a push up here. Look, there goes Bitcoin. Can they see my chart in Bitcoin? I don't know if Denny can show it.
Yep. Yeah.
Bitcoin just rallied. Bitcoin just rallied 400 here. So they could trade Bitcoin futures with you, right?
Futures, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Absolutely.
And I see a couple questions in the chat asking about what are we doing here at this time, because it's new, and how long we're going to be going. 2 hours, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
That's what, 5 to 8 Pacific, 6 to 9 Mountain. Mountain time never gets the shout outs they deserve.
5 to 7
Monday to Thursday.
5 to 7 Pacific.
Oh, 5 to 7. Thank you. And I want to ask this one. I asked who got some action on gold when Steve was calling out gold trades. We had a ton of folks who followed into that one. How about any of the crypto futures? Does anybody trade any of the crypto futures? If so, put a 1 in the chat. Curious to see the interest there.
Okay, gold, that was okay. If gold gets up to the 82 range, I want to short it, right? Okay. All right. Good job, Roman. See, Roman just made 500. He was probably long gold there. Crypto, good job. Okay. 2,000 Bitcoin. Wow, look at that. Well, I didn't call the long on gold. He did on his own, but he just Bitcoin, he just made 2,000. Good job. I'm telling you, I'll do crypto all night long. And the software, my software runs 24 hours. Obviously, if those of you who are in different regions of the world, when I do my live stream, I have so many people from literally, I came in thousands of people from Korea, Indonesia, Singapore. I mean, you name it. And then I had a person text me in the middle of the night. Okay, I think he's up $40,000 this month alone, just trading the Tokyo and the London session. Unbelievable. I woke up to that this morning, and it just really gives me the ability to just say unbelievable. And I texted him and I said, Shuri, great job, great job. Where are you? If you come to sktrading.live, okay. All right, so this Bitcoin again, if we do get a push up, it's going to be a short here because the 15 and the 30-minute time frame reverse to sell here. So I'll be looking for shorts. Gold, if we get one more push up here on gold just ran about 2. I'll be looking for shorts. But again, if gold takes out this number right here, the 82, 83 level, then we're going to look to short gold, okay, because the negative MACD, and then look to buy the pullback on gold, okay? All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. The S&P, sometimes the index futures pull this nonsense where they move like 2 handles for an hour and then boom, they'll shoot 4 to 7 handles. It really is something that, you know, I tell you that from my experience, I would say 75% of the trades, 75% of the trades are in gold. Okay. All right. Gold just dropped $1. All right. Gotta wait here. Again, let's see if this gold can get a push up. Yeah, Ethan, I'll tell you, trading the gold during the Tokyo session, okay? And again, you know, the software, I spent nearly 10 years of my life building this and identifying these patterns. S&Ps just ran about $1.50 just now here. So how many giveaways we're going to do, Luke?
Let's see if the chat's going to get there. We're at 400 right now.
Okay.
The deal that we made was at 500. And I guess a question for the chat is what type of accounts you want given away. We have our core, scale, and pro accounts. All have the same evaluation, 3 different payout pathways. But again, that's one that I'm throwing out to the chat.
Oh my God, the chat's going crazy. They want, geez, oh my,
they're all saying core accounts, it looks like.
Oh my God, 150. Oh, I can't read that fast.
Are they cooking?
Look at this thing scroll on YouTube.
I think they're excited for this 9 o'clock open.
It was 6 minutes.
You know, it's like almost every answer is core. If I'm reading it right.
I'm seeing core 150, 150, 150. I'm seeing more 150s here, like
oh yeah,
any 50. Oh my God, you see this chart? I've never seen this go this fast, Michael. This is insane, insane.
You brought everyone out tonight.
Oh my God, this is nothing. Like I said, the last time I think I had it close to 18,000. The time before that, I had like close to 7,500. Wow. MyFundedFutures, baby. The first time we're doing this live. Who's crazy?
I'm going to drop a link in the chat too with code YouTube. If you want to register for an account and get a nice little discount on the account, link is in the chat, and actually not code YouTube. We'll use code SK.
Code SK. Luke, they're asking if there's a consistency rule.
There is a consistency rule in the evaluation of 50%. There is not in the sim funded stage.
Okay. You hear that, everybody? Eagle-like?
Good. All right, Steve, what do we have? We have 4 minutes. And so what typically happens right at
you'll see a spike one way or the other. Don't keep my offer in gold. Yeah. You gotta wait for this market to open. I want to see it spike up and then I'll short the shit out of it.
What are you looking to spike? The indexes or gold?
Gold futures. Gold futures,
okay.
Yeah, a lot of people in my community, I mean, their goal is every day to hit minimum 10 S&Ps. And then what they'll do is, you make 10 S&Ps, even if you did one stupid one lot, which they don't do, that's $500. I mean, think of, like I said, I have people 1,000, 2,000. One person made $4,400 on multiple accounts today. So, I mean, obviously, look at this gold drop. Jesus, unbelievable. This market's going to open in 3 minutes, this gold market. And sometimes you'll see, gold go completely bonkers. Up 10, down 5, up 12, down 8. Oh, my God. It's absolutely insane.
All right.
They're saying the code SK is not working.
Yeah, I just messaged somebody on that one. Stay tuned.
Okay, we'll get it fixed. It fixed.
Exactly.
Bitcoin futures. I don't know what the Bitcoin. What's the Bitcoin futures on MyFundedFutures? They're asking.
It's whatever it's a CME product, right?
well, yeah, I don't trade it, but on the chart I have BTC USD. I don't know what that is for you, what you guys have.
It's whatever the CME ticker is for it.
Oh, Raphael said he didn't even know you could trade Bitcoin futures on MyFundedFutures. This is good. So you learn every single day. 2 minutes for the markets here in China to open. We only have, what, 400 people on YouTube, but I think my TikTok is, we got, and my Instagram, I had over, like, I think 4,000 people sign up for that today. Almost at 500, Raphael. Oh, okay.
Getting there.
That's just on YouTube, but I have I'm streaming on TikTok, Instagram. I think Luke's streaming on X as well.
Correct.
So this is just 500 on YouTube. All right, 1 more minute for this China market to open.
All right, let's see it. That means you have 1 minute to share the stream, to like the stream before you got to lock in and focus for here.
X chat is dead. Okay, what does that mean? All right, I guess the chat's dead there. All right, S&P's dropping here. Okay, Bitcoin's quiet. Bitcoin could get active in the Asian markets, Luke. I'll tell you that for those of you who are trading Bitcoin futures. All right, 1 minute. Let's see if this gold's going to do anything in this China market here. S&P futures, let's see what they're going to do here. Up $1.75 NASDAQ here. So S&Ps should hold this 17. I'll probably take a long 03.5, 07.5 range here. The 15s are getting deeply oversold here on the S&Ps here. What's this gold going to do here? 9 o'clock. Let's see what's happening here. All right. Let's see here. 9 o'clock. Okay, China. Geez. All right. Let's see if we get one more push. Again, the 15-minute time frames. So you can see indicator 3 is indicator 4 is negative on the 15, but you're bullish on the 30-minute and the 60-minute time frame. Look at this beautiful bull flag. There goes gold. All right. All right. Come on. Let's kick it up. You see this pattern here? I don't know. Can they see my chart, Luke, or Denny has to switch it over?
No, Steve, we have your chart. We got it.
Okay. You see this pattern here? This is a beautiful bull flag here, right here. The oversold condition. ADX is rising here. Beautiful. Okay, there goes gold. Just rallied 2.5. All right. Raphael long. Good job, Raphael. You're up about 2 points on gold. What do we have? 420, 450? I don't even know how many we have on YouTube here. All right. S&P should get one more push up here. See? Oil. Oh, look at oil starting to move here. That's a rarity. Oil just dropped a whopping 6 cents. Wow. Billy E., good job. I'm green on gold tonight. Woohoo. Good job. There you go, Billy. I'm telling you guys, if you get used to this Asian market, okay, I'm telling you, it really could be a significant part of your trading and passing evaluations and doing exceptionally well here. Okay, gold shorts, not yet. I'm looking to see if it goes a little higher. But here's the one thing I got to be careful with. You see the 15-minute time frame on gold here? You can see the yellow dots right here. They're very close to reversing to buy. So if gold does reverse to buy, again, the non-confirmations with the overbought condition, I want to see 82, 82.5, 83 maybe. Okay. All right. Wow, look, everybody loves it. Let's do it. Asia session here. Hey, short some gold here at 82.60, 83.60. All right. Let's see if we get a push up here. I'll just look to scalp it short. 82, just rallied. Good job, Raphael, on the long on gold. I just keep raising your stops. Bitcoin, nothing here. Boom. Okay, if this gold takes out this 83 level, the 15-minute algorithm will reverse to buy right here. You see it here. Okay. And then basically we'll look to buy pullbacks. Okay. What time to pick Asian market? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. 8 to 10. Nasdaq's barely moving. Nasdaq just ran 2. Cover some 82. Boom. Cover some shorts. Michael. Good. There you go. Just trade the scalp short.
Still on 83.60.
Yeah, put it up there, 83.60. Okay. Just trade it. Look at this gold. Gold's going to reverse to buy. Look at the see the algorithm about to reverse here. Okay. But we're going to short. I want to short the new highs. This is another bear flag setting up here. Did it trade 83? 82.90. Okay. Why is the trade rate delayed? I have no idea. Closing gold long, 10 points. Lumi trader, great job. Great job. Great job. You don't, JJ, you don't see what I'm pointing to on the chart? You can't see right here. LMI. Gold futures delayed. You got to get real live market. You got to get real time market data here. This gold's dropping. Come on. Go to 82.90 on the gold. Yeah. You got to have real time market data. You guys will offer real time market data, right, Luke? In this market.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
All of our users in eval, SimFunded, Live, all have real time market data.
Okay. Very quiet now. All right. S&Ps, gold. Gold's dropping. If you short the gold, look to cover below 82. How many we have on YouTube right now?
We're ticking up, which is not bad for our first segment. And again, if you all are watching this, you are one of the founding members of MFTV Asia. We didn't even market this one. We said people will find it, and tomorrow's going to be the big launch. So we're at 450.
Okay. S&Ps, I'd look to scale it. Just scalp it here, 80.5, 09s. Gold just dropped about $2 off the high. Cancel the gold short. But you see what I was saying on the gold? The new high in the session here. Okay, Josh, any of my guys get the short on the gold? You get short gold? Yeah. Good job. My main man over there, Timmy, in the corner. There you go.
On the way out of the bathroom.
Gold just dropped too. All right. Like I said, okay. Like I said, MyFundedFutures, this is the first prop firm. I'm so honored to do this with Luke. Gold just dropped $3 here. Okay. I'm so proud. Okay. Again, that was a set strategy. S&Ps, if you bought them, you're up a handle and a quarter. If you want to just kick them out. Okay. 15s, or you may get 09s. Okay. Oh my God. Look at this gold drop. Oh my Lord. Look at this. His gold short's up 400. Look at this. You see that, Luke?
Woo!
The guy's energy is great. There you go.
All right.
You guys, you should see me today. Oh my God. S&P's 09. Oh my God. Come on. $4 on. See, that was a strategy based upon divergences. You're making new highs. I told you the divergences. Oh my, look at the S&Ps go. Woo. You missed the gold short by 20 cents. Oh, come on.
All right.
Come on.
Question for the chat. If you just got in on a gold trade, will you please put a 1 in the chat? You got in on the gold trade. I want to see a 1.
Who got the gold short? There you go, Roberto. There you go. There you go. Oh my Lord. Let's go. MyFundedFutures. Oh my God. Look, do you see this gold? What a short. Look at the S&Ps go. Anybody get the S&P long? And again, the S&Ps normally, they move probably anywhere between 4 to 10 handles in a note. Look at these ones. Luke, they're blowing up over here. Look at this. Nathan, 400. Great job, Nate. 5,000? Jay?
And not everybody has liked the stream yet, which I think is bullshit, Steve. We have 500 people watching. This many people just took the trade and they haven't even liked
I tell you, my channel is probably north of 5,000 to 8,000. Wow, look at this. 5,600 Matt Trader. What a short. 1,200 Yoda Trade Easy. Wow. I'm telling you guys, if you trade the system right and you understand the diversion strategies, okay, you can truly, and he's copy trading 5 accounts, Luke, and he made 5,000. Somebody's writing a nice check to Jay. Brian, 500. There you go. Love this. Oh, come on the gold. Woo! $5 on gold. Are you crazy? Oh my! I give up. That's $6. Oh, Jesus! Well, I didn't capture 6. I need a drink after that one. That Jesus! Come on, unbelievable! Look at that. You see this? This is what I'm telling you, guys. You're learning another market. Okay, I've taught thousands and thousands of people that do not be fearful of trading a commodity like gold. You know, so many people who are trading options said to me, you know, Steve, I never traded futures in my entire life. I said, okay, would it make a difference if I said, let's just trade water? Would it make a difference if you trade water? Okay, so let's just erase the word futures and let's just trade water. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, all right. Okay, so for me, the most important thing for anybody is to erase the mindset of being fearful of trading an asset like gold futures or index futures, right? It doesn't make a difference, right? Look at John, 420 on one contract. Good job. Good job. You probably only got filled on one, but if you did sell, you should learn to scale up. And when I say scale up, if you learn to scale up or down properly, I'm telling you, it will change your way of trading and open up. I can't tell you how many people have said to me that the scaling in, the scaling out processes completely help them with their trading. 1,200. Look at this. Gold's going to 61. I don't think so. Okay, gold just rallied to almost 2 just now. Jeez. All right. Somebody's getting a second payout, Luke.
Second one?
Go. Huh?
All right. 3 more to go. They can make 5 on one account.
There you go. Gold just rallied about 2 here. Oh, you see the difference in the gold? S&Ps were like moving a glacier just now. Ran $1.50, and gold just dropped 6 and ran 2. Right? Okay. 20 viewers left. SK, yeah, Billy E. Good job, Billy E. Oh, my YouTube's got a. Why are you scared? Look at, you should not be scared of gold. Why are you scared of gold? You can't wake up in life and be scared of anything, right? That's how I look at it. I'm more fearful when I leave my office dealing with the real world than be here.
No, right? I don't even think you're scared of the real world. I've known you for a number of years, Steve. I think you wake up hungry, ready, scared of nothing.
I am ready. I am. But seriously, when 60 Minutes wanted to do a 1-hour special on me in 1998, they said, what's the hardest part of your day? I said, getting in my car and leaving. And they said, what's the easiest part of that? I said, trade now. Get the blank out, I told them. That's a true story. All right. That's No, 1998, not 1988. I don't trade platinum. No.
Do you trade silver?
Not really. No. Oh, gold just rallied through. Jesus. I don't really look at. I mean, I have big institutional clients I talk to. They trade. They trade it, but I don't mind it though. I mean, if it doesn't make a difference if you trade gold or silver here, I'll look at silver. SI. What's this thing doing? Oh, got kabooshed. 95. Yeah, you capture in 5 or 8 cents or 10 cents moving silver, that moves the needle, let me tell you. There you go. 300, Nathan, on the long. Good job. Okay. I'm telling you should not be fearful of trading an asset. Okay. Normally, you look for gold anywhere from 2 to 4, 1 to 3. Could be depending on the pattern, right? Okay. 650 on the long. Great job on the gold. You see these people trading gold? Luke, I'm telling you, you opened up a pan. The 810 on NASDAQ long. Okay. That was the S&P long. So when the S&Ps dropped down to 07.5 gold, NASDAQ futures were trading around the 04.5, 05 level. Up 1,000 on gold. What the heck? I'm telling you guys, you do this. I love the Asian. I love the Tokyo session. I mean, you're going to start seeing it pick up a little bit more here. Okay.
When is it hottest, Steve?
I would say from 8:40 to like 10 to 10 is really when it really, like you're starting to see moves here. Okay. Are we at 500 yet? 8 left. Look at this. 8 left. But we're probably over that number because, I mean, I'm just saying between just my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, right? There you go, Vizcash. Okay. Hope I'm saying your name properly. 500 on gold. Look at that. There you go. You should not be fearful of an asset based upon if you know the conditions, the strategies, and the divergences, period. Okay. Like here, even here, silver. Okay. 15s are rolling over, 30s are rolling over. This is what's called a pencil down. You could take I could have taken a short at 89, 88.5. I mean, you make 3 cents in silver. It's like, unbelievable. Number one prop firm right here, MyFundedFutures. Great people. Known Luke many years. Okay. And I'll tell you, it's about the customer relations, the support, the software, and being part of a great firm. I met I met the CEO, what about 2 weeks ago down in Miami. I met one of the owners, Joe, and great people. Of course, Luke, the best. Okay. All right. Where's oil? I don't like really doing trading oil in this session. I mean, maybe you get 1, possibly 2 moves, 1 or 2. Okay. They're saying the giveaway. We hit 500, Luke, on YouTube.
I'm watching it. More? I'm watching it.
Oh, okay. 10 more on gold, Billy E.
Give me a little bit of a rally, guys.
Come on. We need 7 more people for the giveaway. Everybody's saying we hit it.
All right. They can wait.
Okay.
I'm cooking something up.
So pyramiding, Nicholas, basically is depending. Remember I said the 4 things you need to concentrate on is it a scalp trade or a pattern trade? Okay. 2, how many contracts do you want to trade? 3, are they S&P? Are they E-minis or are they micros? Okay. 4, is the pattern going to make a new low or a higher low? Is the pattern going to make a new high or a lower high? Okay. We did it. They're saying we did. There goes the oil. Okay, the S&P. Should have bought that. I should have bought that gold. All right. This gold's going to go. This gold can go to 85. Marion B 500. I think everybody's saying we did it. We just got here. Mike Spratt saying, all right, short some. Let's see if we get up to 84. It'll be a short up there. Look at this gold. 5 down, 6 down, 5 up. Luke's cooking. 508. There we go. Oh, here goes the gold. They're asking which accounts, 50, 150, which is the giveaway. Luke's figuring it out. Let Luke figure it out. S&Ps can get to 10. Could. You got a nice little bull flag setting up here on the 30-minute time frame on the S&Ps, but it'll probably be after. Wow, look at this, 500. $1 core account, 50,000. Okay. All right, there goes gold. Look at the gold. The 15s short some gold here, 84 and 84.30, 84 and a half, 84.30. Short some gold. Michael, just freaking dropped. How fast you got to be. Damn. Gold just rallied to new highs here in the session. Again, non-confirmations. I sold them?
No, it didn't get to 84.30.
Oh, I just saw. Bobby, nice long on the gold. MACD's positive here. Just dropped $1. Look at that. 2,400 on gold. Great job. Let's put the gold back up here. Put the gold on the 5 and the 15. S&Ps are doing absolutely nothing here. This is the pullback here. 30-minute. Now we just got to wait for the 15s to reverse the buy. These 15s reverse the buy. See the algorithm trying to reverse the buy here? Okay.
You got it.
Cover 84s. Short more 85 30s. There we go. There you go. Okay. What's the average?
84.80.
Okay. Cover 60 and 40. Okay, nice. Look at that running gold. Jesus. It's $9. Short more. So 2 at 30. Good job. 1,500 on that. Good job. What's the average?
85.60.
Okay. Do we hit 500, Luke?
We hit it. Is it time? I didn't want to interrupt your flow.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Cover some at 60, 40, and 20.
All right. Chat, are you ready for a giveaway?
Yes.
I got to ask Chaley.
Look at a short on the gold. Lower your stops on the gold.
Whew.
Look at that. Look at that. There you go. What a short. Sorry, Luke.
No, whatever you have to say is more important than what I have to say. All that I have is giveaways. I'm going to.
Let's do the giveaway.
No. We'll save it for tomorrow.
Save it for tomorrow? Okay.
Is that fine? Chat. We're going to save it for tomorrow, okay?
Oh, you tease everybody. You got to do one giveaway or something.
We got to do one?
You got to do one. You promised people. They were begging here for 500. Gold,
all right.
Cover this gold below 85 and a half if you're short. Anybody get that short on the gold? Look, everybody's going. Look at this. They want the giveaway. Oh my God.
All right, folks. I asked you what type of account you wanted on the inaugural stream. Overwhelmingly, people said pro accounts. These are going to be for 50K pro accounts The top tier account, you can earn up to $100,000 in the sim funded stage on these accounts. Trade up to 5 accounts at once. Code is going on the screen now. 20 of you. Sorry, 20 of you are going home with pro accounts. It's Gold City 20. That's the code. We're following in Steve's footsteps. Code is Gold City 20. That is it. Again, pro accounts. You can trade up to 5 of these at once. You can earn up to $100,000 in the sim funded stage on these accounts. No DLL in the sim funded stage, and you have a lot of flexibility. If you got it, tell us in the chat that you got it. We want to hear it. Again, if you are one of the 20, put it in the chat that you got it. We want to hear it. And Steve, we just gave away like $6,000 of accounts in 1 minute. How's that?
Oh my. How many people? Really? How many got? Oh, look at this gold drop. Oh my God. Gold just dropped $4 here. Harvey, how are you, Harvey? So which one did you pick? The 150,000?
No, 50K, but
the 50.
But they were the pro accounts. That's our top tier account.
Okay. $20 free accounts. Wow,
Again,
look at that gold drop.
Celebrate in the chat.
How do you pick the 20?
It's randomized. Whoever uses the code first. We'll have a more eloquent way to do it as we go. But again, for a first giveaway, that's it.
Wow. Marky got up at 4 a.m. Look at that. Look at this gold. Oh my God almighty. $4. $5. What was the high on the gold? 87? Jesus. You see it? You understand the strategy on that? You made new highs here, the non-confirmations. I did not think it was going to drop. 87 down to 8. Oh my God, $5. Look at that. 20 free, 50,000 pro accounts. That's amazing. That's amazing. S&Ps are getting kabooshed here. Everybody's saying, much love, Luke. Good job. Who's got to run it? Someone's still short gold? Wow. There you go. Another 500. Joe, good job. Good job. 1,700? 36.85. You're looking for. So can I, Aaron, can I just say something? You're short the gold at 85.20. When it trades higher like that to 86.20, 87.20, the way I look to do things, I would look to scale in more. Okay. I would scale in more. I don't believe in just doing single lot entries. Okay. All right. So if you're short 1, 2 contracts and you have more room, okay, look at the Bitcoin drop here. Just dropped 400. So basically, Aaron, what I would look to do is look to short more on the way up, scale in, right? So it's called pyramiding or laddering. You sell, if I'm just giving an example, you sell 2 here, maybe you sell 4 here, and you sort 8 if you're doing micros. If you're doing big ones, maybe you do 1, 2, 4 kind of method way of doing it. Okay. Okay.
Wait, Steve, I got breaking news here.
Yeah.
My wife just closed the door to my office because she's going to bed.
Oh, there you go.
We're doing it every night.
Well, tell her the next 3 nights are going to be brutal.
Yeah, exactly. The next 3 nights. Now she.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Shear, great job, Jeffrey. Wow, look at this. Somebody almost passed their pro account. Good job, Khan. Aaron, you understand what I'm teaching you there, Aaron, on that? Okay. Gold to 3,700. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But let me just show you something while I have you all here. If you're looking at the bigger time frame here, You see my algorithm here? The algo reversed to buy on the daily here. The MACDs are positive ADX. You're 152 points from the 10-bar moving average. Right there, 152 from this 10-bar. So basically, what I'm looking for is a push down here, and then another monster push up to 37.50, maybe 37.80. All right, I was going to S&P futures. I take a long here, even and a half to 04.5. Nasdaq just rallied a quick 10. And again, I stream every single day from 9 to 4 at sktrading.live. I'd love to see all of you here. And your screen is not visible. Why is it not visible? Can Denny show my screen really quick?
Yeah, we've got it, Steve.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so this is the algorithm reversing to buy on the daily on gold. If you look at the weekly, you're still in a big buy mode here. However, again, here's the problem you're going to have with gold. You're making new highs here in these MACDs on the weekly. This is a monster bear flag here. So I'd be looking to buy like GLLs, short the GDXs. I think gold's going to get kabooshed. Now, when I say kabooshed, I don't mean like it's going to drop down to like, I mean, the MACDs are rising beautifully on the week, on the monthly to new highs. But this pattern right here on the daily, the standard deviation here is 50, okay? Right? You're at 155 on the gold, 155. Normally it's 50. So right now, gold is way overextended, okay? All right? Okay. Andrew, you get that short earlier, Andrew? Okay. And again, I'm so proud and honored to do this with MyFundedFutures. This is the first firm to do this at the night session live streaming, and we're going to do it the next 3 nights and then 4 nights next week, and we'll see how it goes and see if it becomes a product, okay, for everybody, right? You guys like to have this 2 hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right?
All right. If you want to tune back in tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and next week and beyond, will you put a 1 in the chat?
Who needs sleep? I know, right? I don't sleep as it is.
I think sleep is overrated.
Oh my God. This is going to be, look at oh my God. It's exploding. You got a couple hundred ones here. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. I'm telling you, I see my community of traders join me on this, and it just heat, right? Stephen Cooper. I just see so many people. It just really moves the needle. I see my chat right here for my members, and I can just tell you honestly, it just gives me a lot of joy in seeing. Look, Rob M, I'll start now watching the Asia session. Good job. See, you learn. And it's only 2 hours. I mean, there's not a million trades, right? But guess what? There's enough to move the needle, as you see. And again, it's about being able to pass the qualification and the evaluation, and then being able to, do well enough where now you're past the evaluation part. And if you have multiple accounts, then you can just start. Today, like I said, somebody bought 8 accounts, boom, made $1,000 on all 8. I have people with 20 accounts, 10 accounts, 5 accounts, 3 accounts, right? And what they keep doing is they're just constantly just being consistent every single day. Person has a live account, made 1,800, bought another account, boom. I think the big one was 9,000. He got 4,400. He couldn't do more than 50% in one day. So taking it long on, okay, good job on the NASDAQ 10 ticks. Okay, and again, MyFundedFutures giving me this opportunity, knowing Luke, and I told him about this idea, and he immediately jumped on it, told everybody, and I'm so glad he's doing it. He's working from home now, and his wife just shut the door, and So
See?
she's going to bed.
Yeah,
It's
she's
pure
going to bed.
dedication. And you can see the dedication Luke has to really make MyFundedFutures the #1 prop trading firm, because obviously his years and experience in the industry he knows the world, and his reputation is impeccable. And that's what you want. You want to be affiliated with, you want someone who could steer the ship, who wants to do right by all of you. And then you have someone like myself that wants to do right by all of you as well, to pass these evaluations, to get you live accounts, and then to change your lives forever. Okay, forever. I'm not here to blow up accounts and then give out, certain codes so you can go back to the game again. It's about winning and winning and constantly winning. That's what this is about. Okay. All right. The coupon. They're saying the coupon code doesn't work, Luke.
They're used up. That means users got them. But you can use code SK to get a discount on your pro accounts.
Got it.
Any of your evals, you can use code SK.
Okay. Roman Arts, have a great night. Again, like I said, this is...
We got more time to go.
We have about 26 minutes, right? The 20 accounts all gone already. Damn. We'll do more tomorrow, right, Luke?
We're doing more tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the big day. Full marketing engine flowing. Tomorrow's going to be the big one.
Are we long here? S&Ps I'll be buying here, even 1.5 to 04.5. Josh, what are you saying, Josh? What's not working? Oh, wow. They're saying that the 20 accounts were gone in 20 seconds.
Just
20
about.
seconds. I wouldn't be shorting NASDAQ here. I would wait for one more push up. Bitcoin just dropped about 400. SK is still not working. All right. I don't know. They were gone in 2 seconds, not 20. Oh, my God. Wow. They're saying the accounts were gone in 20 seconds, Luke. Good Lord. And 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And again, I really want to expand this, and I hope more and more people, you guys pass the word around. Again, we're going to be pioneers in this space at this hour, and again, pioneers in the space and prop. This is about reputation, integrity, and being part of something great here. You have technology, you have a mentor of over 43 years in the industry, and this is what I really want. I want to be able to really help all of you to the point that this could really make a significant impact in your life. Seriously. Like I said, I've been doing this 43 years, and there's no greater joy in my life than to be here, and to see all of you do well. And for me, it really gives me a great joy, at this stage of my life. I am just so blessed. I wake up every morning. I live a very simple, humble life. I live down here in Jupiter, Florida. If anybody wants to text me, here, I'll give you out. Here, you know what? One better. I give out my cell phone number to everybody, 914-500-7484. I talk to people all around the world. If you're from another country, I give it out. You can text me on WhatsApp. I speak to everybody. I always return a phone call. There hasn't been one person to date I've never returned a phone call to. So eventually I'll get to you. It's within 10 hours, 20 hours tops. Okay. And the reason why is because I want to hear, look at these S&Ps go here. NASDAQ rallying. That's why I said I wouldn't be short. 15s and 30s deeply oversold. I'll be scaling at S&Ps 05.5 to 06, 07, 06.5. What was the high in the gold just now? Geez, I just missed the short. Again, 86. What was it? 86.30? Damn it. 87? Gold hit 87. Oh, my God. I missed the short. Shit. Okay, the 15-minute time frame in gold reversed to buy. You can see it right here. So now we're going to have to look to buy pullbacks on the 5-minute time frame. I don't know if we're going to get it between now and then. What did gold just hit? 86.80. All right. Okay. Again, anybody who wants to reach out to me, again, my cell phone number, 914-500-7484. Do I have people in my studio? Yes, I do. They come from all around the world. Timmy right here, my good man in the corner, is from Denver, Colorado. Okay, came to visit me. Yes, I do. But you have to, you know. Okay, thank you, Trading for Keeps. Okay. All right, so from Orlando, come on down. Come on, well, come across. You're only 2 hours away. Buy or sell reversal course, Stephen? Damn it, I'm so pissed in that gold short. Okay. How do you trade an illiquidity? What's illiquidity? Gold and S&Ps are not illiquid. Okay. Come to Argentina. I would love to. I would love to. I want to stake in Argentina. I have a lot of traders in my community from Argentina, and all they talk about is the beef there. I'm dying to have a nice steak in Argentina. When's the best time to go?
Steve, did you know I went to Argentina last year?
No.
I went, last December. The steak is to die for. I can attest.
That's what I heard. Short some gold at 87.5.
So, Steve, when we get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I think you and I should go to Argentina and invite whoever wants to come with us. How's that?
I say we do a summit somewhere.
All right.
I say we do a summit here in Florida.
I don't see why not.
We do a big summit. We get everybody down here trading. Come down to. I don't think Miami. We're doing in Palm Beach. Miami's too crazy. I can't deal with the traffic. All right,
Palm
Argentina.
Beach. That Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, I made the wrong turn a couple of nights ago, and I was right in front of Mar-a-Lago, and the Secret Service said, "Sir, you have to turn around." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I made the wrong turn." Palm Beach is your home? Well, I'm in Jupiter. Steven, how are you? No, we'll get 100,000 people, no problem. I saw the people just the last week. Well, I had I think close to 18, 19,000. It's asking for a credit card. I don't know what you're talking about. Tampa. If you're in Tampa to Jupiter is what, about 3 hours, 3.5 hours? Not bad. Cocoa Beach. I think Cocoa Beach is on the West Coast, right? Near Tampa. So maybe 2.5, 3. 914-500-7484. Luke must think I'm crazy giving out my cell phone number, but you know what? I don't care. I've done it for the last couple of years. I have nothing but professional. So nice. And maybe once in a blue moon, I'll get somebody who's. Did I short this gold?
No, you didn't get
What's the high?
87.10.
Oh, what am I, 87.30?
87.50.
Oh, no. Go to. Jesus Christ. All right. You got to 87.30? 87.10? Damn it. I short this gold 87.89 range if it gets up there. And again, we'll be back tomorrow, 8 to 10, Wednesday, 8 to 10, Thursday, 8 to 10, and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then guess what? We'll take a step back. We'll see if you guys like this. And MyFundedFutures will make a decision if they want to move forward, go doing this. I love doing it. Yeah. I don't have a problem doing this 4 nights a week, every single day for the month, right? I don't mind it. I love it. What am I going to do? I got my kids down here. They're busy with their lives. I see them after market hours. I come back here with crazy Michael, right? And it's good. Key Biscayne, come on. JJ, come on. Just text me. I can't have I'm looking for a big office. Eventually, my goal is to get a big office, a monster office, get a warehouse. I'm looking at potentially in West Palm, and get about 100, 150 people every single day and it's going to be called Traders Cafe. Come in there, trade all day long with me, right? And look at these S&Ps. I'll be scaling. NASDAQ pushing up. S&Ps will be scaling out 05.5, 06s. Traders Cafe. And then, you know, get everybody trading, streaming, using the software. S&Ps 05.75. I'll be scaling out along as 05.5, 06s. Okay. Nice push up on the NASDAQ. That's why I told you I wouldn't be short. I said you're going to get a push up off the 15 and 30-minute time frame on the S&Ps. Okay. Look at Carlo. Carlo's saying he'll move from California to Florida if I do the Traders Cafe, Luke. I love that name, Traders Cafe.
Look at that. So you get something out of this one too.
Huh?
Traders Cafe. That's great.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be yeah, I'm already talking to a bunch of people about building, looking to get an office, a building, like a commercial piece of property, you know, 10 to 15, 18,000 square feet, got it all out, have my podcast. Also, guys, you should really be watching my podcast on my YouTube channel, The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Look at this gold drop. How did I miss this gold at 87? I missed it by 20 cents. TC Expert, you're late to the game. Got 16 minutes. S&P's pushing up. Gold just dropped 3. Anybody short the gold? I missed it by 20 cents. Andrew, do you get that gold, Andrew? Josh? Look at Jeffrey. I'll come in for the Bahamas. Sure. Again, if you guys want to text me and talk to me, again, S&P's 06. I'll be scanning. Oh, look at this oil rally. Jesus, oil just rallied 12 cents. Good job. Oh, wow. Matt Trader's still. Oh, good job on the gold. Luke, I'm telling you, man, we're going to blow this channel up. We're going to blow this channel up.
No doubt in that.
I mean, today's our first day. We really didn't really truly promote this. Okay. Tomorrow, MyFundedFutures. But again, you guys, listen, I've been around a long time. MyFundedFutures, I'm telling you, the integrity, the support, the people behind the scenes, nothing but a class act. 420 on the gold. Good job, James T. Andrew, you better have told me you're short of that gold, Andrew. I'm talking to my guys on my live stream. I mean, my member Discord. S&P's just rallied 2. NASDAQ just rallied about 17 on the NASDAQ. How many ticks do you target? I do not look at ticks. I look at points. S&P's just rallied 2. I look at points. Anywhere from, depends. Well, now it's getting late. 14 minutes to go. But gold just rallied again. All right, where am I shorting this gold?
Same, 87.50.
All right, go to 87, 80, 88, 80, 89, 80. Urza, there you go. 135 on S&P, 205 on gold. Good job, Urza. There you go. NASDAQ, oh my God, NASDAQ just ran 18. Carlos M, thank you for the compliment. 794 on the long. Look at this. You see these? You see what these people are making here? 794 on the NASDAQ long, gold. That's why I told you I would not be short the S&Ps or the. Who was saying short the NASDAQ? I said I wouldn't short the NASDAQ. They're going to rally. Okay, based upon the algorithm, the 15s, the 30s, the monster long. I said you have a bull flag setting up on the 30-minute time frame. Just made 2,000 on NASDAQ. Jay, good job. Luke, you seeing this?
Steve.
Yeah, brother.
You're getting them too used to this.
This is just day one.
They're going to be coming back every day hungry.
I know, but how many people, seriously, we're going to have 7 more days of this. And then MyFundedFutures is going to make a decision whether or not to do this as one of the featured products. You guys will be the ones to decide, okay?
Yes, exactly.
But how? What do you mean, but how?
It's not MyFundedFutures deciding.
It's you guys.
It's
You
the
guys are
viewers
going to
deciding.
decide.
Exactly.
How you do tonight? Yeah.
I did gold on the sim. I've just never done gold. So
Overall?
and on gold, I did, well, after fees, $420.
420?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
And
All right.
I never did gold, so I did it on the sim.
It doesn't make a difference. At least you got the hang of it.
Definitely, it moves. Shit, it moves pretty fast.
Shorts it. My short gold?
No, you need to.
Shorts my 88. Shorts my 89. My short?
Yeah, you go.
Cover 87.5. Just scalp it. Almost short more 88 and a half. And 89s. I cover them?
I don't know how you did.
Okay. Just trade at 87.40, but I don't know how I even buy it.
I got $51 on S&P on the
All right. Good job. Good job.
the S&Ps was slow.
There's some days the S&Ps
Or
move 10, 15,
Yeah.
20 handles. All right. Short some gold. Okay. All right. This gold should get one more push down, one more push up, and then we got to short it. Good again. JD 500. There's JD 500. There you go. JD 54. Okay. And again, like I said, locked in $1,000. Good job. Good job. And again, it's going to be up to you guys to decide if we move forward. So, me, I'm always here.
Steve, we're logging back on tonight to trade London.
What was that? What did he say?
I said we're logging back on tonight to trade London.
No problem. That's 3 o'clock. You know, I'll tell you something really funny. This is not funny, but this is a true story. So, a guy said to me one time, he said, "Can you make 100 pips in trading the pairs?" And I said, "What's a pip?" Because I never traded Forex. So I went on my software. I came in during the London markets, and I did the pound dollar, the dollar yen, the euro dollar, the euro yen, and I think the Aussie yen, a couple yens, right? Look at this gold drop. Andrew, are you short this gold? Jesus Christ, just stay with this kid. So anyway, I went back to the person. I said, the person said, "Can you make 100 pips in a week?" I said, "I'm confident I can make 100 pips in a day." Right? So I used to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I bought a king size mattress. I threw it in my office. I'd come in around 10 to 3 and start trading the European session strictly in Forex. And I went all the way till 4 o'clock. But then during the U.S. session, I would trade S&Ps and NASDAQ and, well, S&Ps mostly. But and then the pound dollar, which was my favorite. Okay. But look at this, up 2,400. Good job. Scalp the gold short 500. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys, this session could change your lives. And plus what we do during the day here at 9 to 4. So anyway, you know, one time I was up a lot of money, and I ended up being long like over 200 plus million, $230 million worth of pound, euro, and the yens. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. I was down. I said, okay, I'm going to stop myself out like down 500,000. I think it was that number 500. So if it got close to 500,000, I would have to start selling because I was going to move the markets. When you're long 80 million or 70 million euro and 60 million pound and 50 million euro yen and 60 million dollar yen, you're gonna move the markets, right? So I said, okay, if it gets to like 440, 430, I have to start selling. Got to 385, 365, 405. I'm like, damn it, I'm 25,000 away from getting stopped out. All right. Urza, good job on the gold. And the next thing I know, Bernanke cuts the discount rate at 4:40 in the morning. I said, sell 20 million, sell 10 million, sell 20 million, sell 5 million, sell 30 million. I didn't even know what the hell I was saying. I just thought I was long all these things, and I was. So I said to my assistant, I said, am I flat? Right? I was up well over $1 million. It's a true story. And he said, no, we're short 140 million. I'm like, what? He says, but it's okay. Everything's dropping. I'm like, calmly, how many dollar yen am I short? 20 million. Cover 5 million. How much dollar? So I end up covering. I said, okay, turn the machines. Are we flat? Flat. I said, turn the machines off. I'm going to the diner and getting 3 eggs, and I'll come back in 3 days. I think I made $1.2 million on that trade. It was wild that I was net long when Bernanke cut the discount rate. That was, I think, right around the 07, 08 time period. So I did trade the London session. Look at these S&Ps rally. NASDAQ pushed up here off the 15 and 30 minute oversold bull flag on the 30. We got about 6 minutes. Okay. What does covering mean? Cover means if you're short. Okay. Covering means a couple things. If you're short and it rallies, okay, you can cover the short. If it drops, you can cover the short. It's just another terminology when you're trading, covering. Okay. If you're long, you don't say cover, you say exit longs. Okay. If you're short, you say cover shorts. Okay. It's just, okay. Good job, Dougie, on the NASDAQ. Taking profit. Good job. All right. We got about 6 minutes here. Again, this was a really great beginning. I'm so happy we were here. We didn't have a losing trade. Okay, S&Ps just ran about 3.5. NASDAQ just ran about 20. That's a big move for the overnight. Again, off the bigger time frames, okay? All right, just trading in and out, okay? Again, you guys just be consistent. Try to hit your goals every single day. So I'll tell you a great story. So one of the greatest stories I ever have is a man who taught me about consistency. And when I was on the COMEX, my goal was to go into the gold pit and trade in the gold pit. When you're a local, you're in the bottom of the pit looking up, and nobody really wants to trade when you're bidding 1 lot or 2 lots. They don't want it, but they'll eventually trade with you if it goes to your limit or whatever. So the guy said to me, I'm not going to mention his name, but he's worth close to $1 billion. And he says to me, became very, very good friends. And he said to me, Stevie, I was a clerk making $100 a day. I just got married. My wife was pregnant. So I decided this was a great opportunity. Look at these S&Ps, 09. He said to me, Stevie, this is a great opportunity. I had to go into the gold pit because I really, to tell you the truth, I didn't want to be a clerk my whole life. My wife was pregnant. He said, my goal was to make $100 a day, just the same amount of money if I was making as a clerk. And after 1 month, they bump it up to 200, then 300, then 400, then 500. Well, bottom line is this guy became very, very, very successful. So when I first started trading, my goal was to make $100 every single day. And when I made the 100, I stopped. So when that person hit the $100, he stopped. He put his cards in his pocket, and he just watched. If he made the $100 at 10 a.m., he would just watch until 2:30 when the gold market is closed. Look at these S&Ps Valley 5, right? And make a long story short, Mike the Barbarian. There you go. And then next thing I know, after 1 week, I didn't wait a month. After 1 week, I made 200. Then the next week, 300. And I would stop. Next week, 400. It took so much discipline because I made $300 by 10:30 in the morning. I still had 5.5 hours to go, right? Okay. So basically, the consistency story that I have, I tell everybody, including all of you, that story changed my life. Meaning that person taught me about being consistent, being disciplined, and being consistent. Now, I was already an athlete, so I had a lot of consistency and discipline within me, right? And so that was kind of easy for me, pretty much. But being consistent, not revenge trading, trade the right patterns, lowering your stops. You know how many people have come to me and say, I blew up a prop account because I didn't apply a stop. I'm like, well, that's wonderful. Do you drive a car without brakes? I mean, come on, right? So anyway, We got about 2 minutes. No more trades due. I thought a couple of good trades here on the S&P. Probably about 6 trades. I didn't call any longs on gold. There was one gold long, but the 15 reversed to buy. So any pullbacks on the 5, I would look to buy them. But I thought this was great, Luke, and thank you. And we'll do it again tomorrow.
Steve, this was awesome. If you guys loved day 1, put a 1 in the chat. If you are going to be back tomorrow, drop a 2 in the chat as well. And I'll say this. A lion in the desert doesn't wake up and concern himself with the 401k. He wakes up ready to eat. How's that, Steve? I just made that up. All right. We'll work on the close for tomorrow. But all right, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Luke. I'll
Great
see you tomorrow.
day. See you tomorrow. 8 o'clock
All right.
Eastern.
8 o'clock Eastern here we're streaming live, and everybody have a great night, and God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And again, thank you again, Luke, and MyFundedFutures. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Happy trading. Talk soon.
Take care, brother. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Charts scribbled like hieroglyphs, secrets in the mist. Candlesticks whisper, every wick got a twist. Fibonacci spiral, price dance in a trance. Pyramids of profits if you catch the right glance.
Inner circle moves, shadows on the screen. Trading on the edge, chasing that dream. Cipher in the candles, fortune in the haze. The cipher in the riddle, money through the maze.
Liquidity hunt, snipers in the dark. Stop loss graves marked by the market shark. Order block sermons, preaching through the pain. Catch the ICT code, ride the profit train.